What is going on, guys? Bruin Steel here, and welcome back to another Pittsburgh Steelers post-game video. And we are back, week 14 of the NFL season, post-game video. I just want to apologize to you guys for the late video. It's been an extremely busy week for me, and especially with the holidays around the corner, so I apologize. But the Pittsburgh Steelers get the job done in the second matchup of the season. The Pittsburgh Steelers defeat the Cleveland Browns 27-14, and we improve to 10-3. Man, all I can say is we avoid the sweep from the Browns. Last time we played the Browns, it was ugly. It was 2 weeks ago. That ferocious play call and coaching by Mike Tomlin, that ball sack, that cost us the fucking game. But thankfully in this game, that didn't haunt us. But I just got to say, man, the Cleveland Browns, they can't beat us in Pittsburgh, man. Like, the Steelers, let's just get this straight, man. The Steelers own the Browns in Pittsburgh. That's just that, man. Even when we had Big Ben, we still own these motherfuckers. We still own the Browns in Pittsburgh. And, the Browns, they have beaten us in Cleveland multiple occasional times. So I'm not going to lie about that, but the Pittsburgh Steelers are 10-3, man. Not really. I'm shocked, man. Like, that is a record that I wouldn't expect the Steelers to have. The struggles, man, that they had. 10-3, man, and now we're tied in second place with the Buffalo Bills because they actually lost the other night. They lost to the Rams, and now the Steelers, they're tied for second in the AFC race ahead of Kansas City. Well, Kansas City is number one, but we were third, and now we're tied for second. That's just crazy. I mean, at the beginning of the season, I thought the team was in rebuild. The whole quarterback situation this season, but I don't want to talk about that. But talking about this game, man, I wouldn't say Russell Wilson played great. I guess I will say that Russell Wilson played good. He had 158 yards, 2 touchdowns. He had 2 touchdowns. It's great. He didn't play the best. The offense struggled in the first half, especially in that first quarter. We kind of were trying to get that rhythm. The Browns, talking about the Browns, obviously, they have a superstar guy in Myles Garrett who only had 1 sack. He had the only sack in this game. That just shows how well this O-line was. Russell Wilson only got sacked once. But talking about this Cleveland Browns team, they came out with a touchdown in the first quarter, and the Steelers, man, they were struggling. But Jameis Winston with a touchdown to Jerry Jeudy for the first touchdown of the game, and that puts them up 7-3. Yes, the Steelers kicked the field goal, 7-3, and then the second quarter came, and we're like, okay, we're back in this. A little bit. Second quarter, the Steelers made plays, and after that, the Steelers, man, just took control of the whole game. That was Cleveland's first only touchdown. I wouldn't say only touchdown. The second touchdown was pretty much garbage time touchdown. So the Steelers, man, Najee Harris was a touchdown. Najee Harris getting the Steelers' first touchdown, running it in and making it, I believe it was 10-7. And we hit a field goal as well in the second quarter. After the half, we just took control, man. We just went ham. 2 touchdowns in the third quarter. That's just that. The Steelers, the first touchdown was amazing. It was an RPO play, whatever you call that play. It was a fake play or something to Van Jefferson, man. Beautiful pass from Russell Wilson to Van Jefferson to the end zone. And, that's just that. And now you're up 27 because of that play. So you're up 27, and then, I think, did we fumble the ball? I think we fumbled the ball. I can't remember if we did. Did we fumble the ball? I don't even remember. Actually, I think we did fumble the ball. I forgot who. But then we were to, I think one of the plays, oh my God, the Browns being the Browns. I believe it was Kadarius Toney who muffles the punt, I believe. Yes. By the way, the Browns cut that guy like right away after this game, so that's fucking hilarious. The Browns kicker actually missed some field goals. Actually, who was he? He was Dustin Hopkins. He missed some field goals. He was 0-2, man. The Browns kicker was 0-2 today, not counting the obviously the kicked field goal after the touchdowns. But I mean, Dustin Hawkins, he missed two field goals. He only got 2 points, man. That just shows you the kickers has been struggling, especially Justin Fields, man. Um, but because of that, I believe that the Steelers take advantage. Pat Fryermuth, amazing throw from Russell Wilson to Pat Fryermuth. Obviously, by the way, George Pickens wasn't playing in this game. There were many said that he has a hamstring. He had a hamstring injury, but many say because he had a temper. If you guys don't know, George Pickens had a temper the last time we played the Browns, so maybe. Scott Miller stepping up, man. Scott Miller making some plays. Scott Miller stepping up for George Pickens. Scott Miller, man, he made some great plays. I think one of the passes that he caught from Russell Wilson was like a 20-yard throw. Mike Williams, man. This guy, man. Mike Williams, man. This guy has. All I can say is this was a great pickup in Mike Williams, man. Like, holy shit, this guy. I loved Mike Williams, man. Thanks. Shout out to the New York Jets for giving Mike Williams to us. But Mike Williams, probably the greatest catch I've ever seen. Mike Williams, one-handed catch. Wow, from Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson throws a pass, left side. Mike Williams, one-handed catch. Amazing, man. Absolutely amazing. Jalen Warren had 2 receptions, 25 yards. Van Jefferson obviously had that touchdown. Calvin Austin III, a little quiet with 1 reception, 4 yards. And that's just that. And Najee Harris, man. Najee Harris was able to make some plays. I mean, Najee Harris had 16 carries, 53 yards, and 1 touchdown. I love the plays that Najee Harris made. I mean, he was getting through the O-line. I mean, he was making plays. I like the Najee Harris plays in this game. Talking about the Steelers' defense, all I can say is we picked off Jameson Winston twice. I believe the first one was an unbelievable. The first one was an unbelievable pick. I believe it was Kenan Benton. Kenan Benton. How often do you see? I mean, how often do you see this type of guy pick off a quarterback, man? Like, he's at the defensive line. I mean, he picked that off right there, man. Kenan Benton with a beautiful interception, and later on in the game, I think it was a game winner. I believe, when we fumbled the ball and we got it right back. James Pierre with the interception, picking off Winston. And there you go, man. And the defense, man. Cameron Hayward got to Winston twice with 2 sacks. Cameron Hayward with 2 sacks. Alex Highsmith getting to Winston, getting a sack. DJ Watt, I mean, he was kind of quiet, but he made some plays, I guess. But the Browns, man, obviously the Browns. Look, I think the O-line played great. They protected Wilson well. They only allow 1 sack on Russell Wilson, and who do you think it was? The Browns All-Star Myles Garrett. So Myles Garrett was the only sack for the Browns, man. That's just that. But the Steelers, man, hold on to this win. Cleveland, they got a touchdown in the first quarter with Judy, and then they pretty much got a garbage time. At this point, you can call it garbage time touchdown. Garbage time. The Browns get a touchdown at the end of the game. It was to David Njoku, whoever his name is, gets the touchdown, the garbage touchdown. The Browns, don't get me wrong, the Browns were making plays on offense as well, but it wasn't enough to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. Jerry Jeudy, 5 receptions, 64 yards. David Njoku, whatever I said before, 7 receptions, 42 yards. He had to touch it. Elijah Moore had 3 receptions, 34 yards. Uh, Jeremy um, Jeremy Ford had 3 receptions, 19 yards. They were making plays, but it wasn't enough. But like I said, Russell Wilson, he didn't play excellent. He didn't play great. He played good. I mean, he threw an interception last week. I mean, I believe he threw an interception last week. Yeah. But I mean, that's what it was good enough to win us the game. I mean, that's just that. And Mike Tomlin finally won a fucking challenge. I didn't watch this game because I was at work. Um, but the Pittsburgh Steelers, man, win it 27-14, and we split the series against the Browns. Like I said, the Cleveland Browns can't beat the Pittsburgh Steelers in Pittsburgh. That's just that. And then the Pittsburgh Steelers, man, we improved to 10-3, and the tough schedule has come to haunt us. Next week we got Philadelphia. We got the Eagles in Philadelphia, a place that we haven't won since 1982, I believe. So that's just that. Let's see if Russell Wilson can make something happen, end that streak, end that losing streak in Philadelphia. Let's go. And another thing is, if the Pittsburgh Steelers win this game, if they somehow beat the Philadelphia Eagles, we clinch a playoff spot, man. And on top of that, if we win that game, and then if we beat Baltimore, if we beat the Ravens in Baltimore the following week, we clinch the AFC North, man. But yeah, that's just that. But one game at a time. After that, we get Kansas City and Christmas Day. So that's just that. But don't want to talk too much about this game. My name is Bruin Steel. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe. If you're new to my channel, comment your favorite NFL team, obviously. But anyways, the Steelers get the job done 27-14, and that would do it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later in the next broadcast. See you guys later.